right, today we're going to talk about adding and subtracting polynomials together. In order to add and subtract polynomials together, we're going to combine like terms. And remember, those are things the same variable with the same exponent. So if I've got 3x squared, okay, so I've got 3x squared plus 4x minus 8 plus negative 7x squared plus 2x plus 3. Okay, so I've got two separate polynomials here. And the parentheses, guys, in this problem are really only there to show I have two separate polynomials that I'm adding together. So since we're adding, I can just get rid of the parentheses. So I get 3x squared plus 4x minus 8. Oops. Since we're adding, we're just keeping our sign. So minus 7x squared plus 2x plus 3. Now here's the thing we're going to do first. I'm going to highlight my like terms. So like 3x squared and 7x squared are like terms. Four x and 2x are like terms. And then we have 8 and 3, which are like terms. So we're going to add our like terms together, or combine our like terms. So 3x squared, whoops. Okay, 3x squared plus a negative 7x squared gives me negative 4x squared. 4x plus 2x gives me 6x. And negative 8 plus 3 gives me negative 5. Okay. So I've added this together. And just kind of as a reminder, this is a quadratic trinomial. So I have 4x squared plus 7x plus 1 minus 8x squared plus x plus or minus 7. So now with this one right here, because we're minusing, I'm going to distribute my negative 1 before I get rid of my parentheses. So on the first one, I can just drop the parentheses. So it's 4x squared plus 7x plus 1. But then I have to change the signs because I'm multiplying by a negative 1 there. So we get minus 8x squared, negative 1 times x, so minus x, and then plus 7. In essence, that negative just changes the signs of everything in the second polynomial. So highlighting my like terms, I have 4x squared, negative 8x, then I have 7x and negative x, and finally 1 and 7x. Or sorry, 7, not x. Whew. So adding up my like terms, 4x squared minus 8x gives me negative 4x squared. 7x minus x gives me 6x. And 1 plus 7 gives me 8. So this is another quadratic trinomial. All right, so since this is an addition one, we're dropping our exponents. Or we're dropping our parentheses. Ooh, I can't talk today. So we get 6 minus m squared plus 4m. Adding, so all I have to do is drop. Minus 2m plus m squared plus 1. Combining my like terms. So I've got 6 and 1 add together. Negative m squared and m squared. And finally, 4m and negative 2m. So 6 plus 1 is 7. Negative m plus m negative m squared plus m squared gives me 0. So those cancel each other out. Then we have 4m minus 2m, or plus a negative 2m, gives me plus 2m. Now we like this to be written in standard form, so largest exponent to smallest. So that's going to be 2m plus 7. So this one is a linear, because we have a degree of 1, binomial. All right, we'll look at one more subtraction. So again, remember when I have the subtraction, I have to distribute that negative sign through. Okay, so on the first one, bring everything down. 6p minus p squared plus 9 minus 12 minus 2p squared minus, or sorry, plus, because negative times negative, 2p. So in essence, that negative one just changes all the signs. So combining my like terms, so 6p, not pen color, I need highlighter color. So 6p and 2p are like terms. Negative p squared and negative 2p are like terms. And then 9 and negative 12 are like terms. So going to combining my like terms, 6p plus 2p gives me 8p, negative p plus a negative 2p gives me negative 3p squared. 9 minus 12 gives me negative 4. So writing from least to greatest, we get negative 3p squared plus 8p minus 4. So this one is a quadratic trinomial. All right, that is all I have for this video. You can work the last two examples out on your own, and I will see you in the next.